Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a little bit of a different Create a Sim, in the sense that in this Create a Sim I am only using 2 game packs, or games, or expansion packs? I think it's an expansion pack. So I'm using the base game because obviously you need The Sims 4 to play The Sims 4. And I'm using only the Parenthood expansion pack. So that way, when you download these Sims, if you only have those 2 packs, none of your Sims will be walking around naked and bald, which will happen if you download Sims from using stuff from other game packs. So I thought that that would be pretty useful because I know most people who play the game don't have every single game pack or every single expansion pack. So I thought that this might be useful to some of you playing. And if you want to play with this family, they're ready to go. It is a mother with her mother living with them, her husband, like this woman's husband, and then they have a teenage son, a child daughter, and the mother is pregnant with boy-girl twins, which she's not currently, but I will take her and get her pregnant and then come back and you'll see her with a belly. She is in her 3rd trimester, so she should give birth pretty quickly in your game, and I think that's kind of cool because I've never done like a pregnant Create a Sim before. And that way, even if you don't want to play with this family, you can download them and put them into your game, and they will be townies in the neighborhood that have their own little family, and I thought that that was pretty neat. And this is the Yoon family, or Yuan. I think it's Yuan actually. It's a river in China, and I think it's actually pronounced Yuan, but I keep saying it wrong. But it is the Yuan family. The father is Chinese and the mother is, I don't know, I assume she's kind of like of Swedish descent. I went really pale and like really light blonde with her coloring and hair color, and I think she's super pretty. I actually put her in a lot of blue, and I think that it just really suits her. And you can see that I'm going through and filtering the game to just base game and just Parenthood items. So if you see items that look like they are not things that you have in your game, there were game updates that happened that gave you free stuff that's technically base game. So if you don't have those things in your game, if you just update your game, you should have them, like a couple of shirts and some like toddler stuff. So that's why that stuff's in there if you don't recognize it. But yeah, this is Allison Ewan, and she is the wife of Kai, and she wears a lot of blue. I kind of struggled with her style. I feel like it's hard, man. It is hard to make really distinct characters with distinct styles using only 2 game packs because there's just not that much stuff. There really isn't. So I did put her in a lot of blue just because I thought it suited her, like her eyes and stuff. And I actually made her and her husband have matching white robes, which I thought was super cute. But that doesn't really matter. Anyways, moving on. Had a hard time, like I was saying, so you'll see me struggling a bit with her in particular. I don't know, I just couldn't find something that I liked for her, but it all comes together in the end. So this is Allison, and she is family oriented, a bookworm, and she is outgoing. Now this will be her husband Kai. I think one of the most important things when you're making Sims is to make sure you find a good starting sim. So you find a sim that has like a similar appearance to what you want to work off of, and then you build that sim from there. And Kai is romantic, family oriented, and ambitious, and I think that he turns out like really, really cute. And I give him kind of a little bit of a dad bod with like the little tummy, and I think that, I don't know, I just think he's so cute. So yeah, I'm working on him here. You know, I don't know, I've had people asking why I squish my Sims heads. Like, if you see every time I make a sim, I grab them and like bring their heads in. And that is just a personal preference. You don't have to do that, but I find that the Sims heads are really wide in the game and it makes their faces look like super round and large when they really shouldn't be. So I tend to pull their heads in a little bit and make them more oval versus just like circles on top of their heads. I don't know. Just a personal preference. And again, just kind of shaping him as I go. I mean, it's making a sim. You can see what I'm doing. So I don't know really what to explain about it, but yeah. Anyways, I have been watching a lot of videos lately with people who use custom content, and it just makes me sad because I love custom content. Like, I really do. I think it's such a cool way to like personalize your game and just get things that we really wish we had in the game, and I really just want to use it. And I don't know if it was, I think it was in this video, you might see a couple custom content dresses, which I caved and put in for one of, for a wedding in my personal gameplay that I was having. And it's just, I want to use it so bad, but it also makes your game run so crappy. Like, it makes it run so crappy. And I've heard of people using like Maxis Match custom content, and they're saying that it is pretty good and it doesn't really mess up your game that much. So I've been considering using some Maxis Match, like maybe at least some hairs and like makeup or something. I don't know. I'm feeling the feels of wanting custom content in my game, and I don't know. I just don't know. So if you guys use custom content that you think works really well, let me know. Like, link it down below so I can check it out. I might introduce some custom content. I'm not one to like keep things in my game, so I think if I just use it for a little bit and get rid of it, you know, and then put it back in my game when I want new stuff, maybe it would be okay. I just don't want my game to mess up, and I don't know. I'm torn, so let me know. Anyways, this is Kira, and this is their younger daughter. I don't know why I started with her, but I did, and she is, she's a cheerful little thing, and I don't know. I just imagine that she'd be like really happy and perky, and I gave her glasses and the little banged haircut, and you can see I put it up with a ponytail and a couple of outfits, and she's just, you know, a kid, but I think that she looks more like her mom, but with her dad's coloring, which I thought was kind of cool. And I love this new dress, by the way, with the Parenthood pack. I think that it came in a lot of cool colors, and I don't know why I was paused there, but apparently I was. Came in a lot of cool colors, but I really like that kind of autumn color set, and I think that's cool. Now here I am making Allison's mother, who has a different last name than her because Allison took Kai's last name, and her mother is very, like, she's a foodie, and she's very kind of hippie-ish in a way. So I was gonna give her this colored hair. I really considered it, but I wanted to use the really like curly hair for her. And her name is Karen, which I'm sure you can see. And she has the loner trait, the outgoing trait, and the foodie trait. And I think that she's pretty cool. I really wanted to use those pants, but I wasn't feeling that shirt. So I go and change it up a little bit and put it with something different. There were actually quite a few things that I thought looked pretty cute with it that could work. So you'll see what I choose in just a second. But I think Karen's a cool character, and I kind of imagine that maybe she lived in their converted garage or like a granny flat or something out back of her house. Like maybe her husband passed away and so she moved in with her daughter. I don't know. She's just kind of a cool character, and I feel like she would be a lot of fun to put in your town and maybe get into some trouble. She strikes me as one of those uh, likes to have a good time, go out, cause trouble. I don't know. She's pretty cool. I like her a lot, and she is not your typical grandma. Like, she's pretty cool, and I feel like she'd probably be like really active and like play basketball, and she's just a really chill grandma, and I like her a lot. I might stick this family in my neighborhood just to like have them around in some of my games. And I'm trying to make a son here for these two. I decided that they needed a teen in the mix, and I'm sure you can see Allison is currently pregnant. So this is their son, and he actually looks more like his dad, but he has coloring more similar to his mom, and I gave him brown hair, just kind of like I thought would be a mix between the I meant the blonde and the black hair. And he came out really, really buff, and I didn't really like that, so I brought it down a little bit. I think I bring it down even more because he was a teen and I just wanted him to be a little less buff. So you'll see me work on that. I'm trying to figure it out. And I made him kind of punky, which I thought was cool. I gave him a mohawk and some of the new Parenthood stuff pack that came with that cool flannel and like skater type shirt. And I made him want to be a musician. You know, if he looks like a punk, then I figured he might want to play punk music. So that is what I went with for him. I used those new pants, which I thought were really cool. And yeah, that is their family. And these are the screenshots, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to download them, you can search my username, which is just ToriSimz1 on the gallery. You can also search the hashtag ToriSimz1, and you will find them on there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone!